Since the outbreak of the Ukrainian conflict, Western countries' involvement in the war has been steadily increasing. France recently took a decisive step, deploying troops to Ukraine, marking a major turning point in European military strategy. This is the largest direct military intervention by the West, strengthening Kyiv's defense capabilities and demonstrating France's firm commitment to regional security. However, this decision also raises questions about the long-term consequences for international relations and global strategy. France's new role in Ukraine's defense. Diplomatic relations between France and Ukraine began in 1992, marking the beginning of a relationship that has flourished over the past 3 decades. An early sign of cooperation was Ukraine's admission to the Francophonie organization in 2006, which contributed to the strengthening of cultural ties between the two countries. French military assistance to Ukraine has undergone a significant transformation since Russia invaded Ukraine. By December 2023, the total value of military equipment provided by France to Ukraine had reached €2.615 billion, together with a €1.2 billion contribution to the European Peace Facility, bringing the total value of assistance to more than €3.8 billion. This assistance includes important equipment such as 18 X-10 light tanks, 18 Caesar guns, 128 armored personnel carriers, and anti-tank and anti-aircraft missile systems. The progress in French military assistance goes beyond the provision of equipment. French forces have trained nearly 10,000 Ukrainian soldiers in both Poland and France. In particular, the Champagne Force, with about 1,500 French servicemen, has played a key role in training Ukrainian soldiers for combat missions. France's current strategic objectives focus on 3 main areas: building Ukraine's military and defense capabilities, supporting Ukraine's integration into European and Euro-Atlantic institutions, and preventing and deterring future Russian aggression. France's commitment to Ukraine's defense has been formalized through a bilateral security agreement signed in February 2024, with military assistance amounting to €3 billion. The agreement marks a major shift in France's strategy as it ramps up its defense production capacity, with the production of Caesar guns increasing from 2 to 12 per month. The French military currently maintains a strong presence on NATO's eastern flank, with ground forces deployed to Romania and Estonia, and air units rotating through Lithuania. This comprehensive approach reflects France's increasingly important role from a diplomatic partner to a key military ally in Ukraine's defense architecture. Operational details of French deployment. The French army has established a comprehensive operational framework to support Ukraine, with a focus on the Champagne Special Forces. This unit consists of 1,500 French servicemen, and is responsible for training and equipping Ukrainian forces. The French military presence is deployed in various strategic locations. Training facilities are located in the eastern and southern regions of France, while support activities to train the Ukrainian army are carried out in Poland. France also maintains a naval presence in the Baltic Sea and the Mediterranean, rotating air units in Lithuania, along with ground units in Romania and Estonia. In particular, France has deployed specialized units to train the Anne of Kyiv Brigade, which is expected to have 4,500 Ukrainian soldiers. The brigade's armament includes 18 X-10 light tanks, 18 Caesar truck-mounted guns, 128 armored personnel carriers, anti-tank and anti-aircraft missile systems, and other specialized equipment and weapons. The French army has demonstrated its ability to scale up operations, ready to train up to 20,000 soldiers within 30 days if necessary. General Pierre Schill has indicated that France can command a coalition force of up to 60,000 troops. The French logistical support structure is also well organized, focusing on 3 main areas: equipment maintenance, supply chain, and operational support. Specialized teams are deployed for weapon repair, expert advice, and logistical support teams. In addition, French Foreign Minister Stéphane Séjourné mentioned special support functions such as mine clearance, cyber protection, and on-site weapons production. This logistics system also includes maintenance for advanced weapons systems, such as X-10RC armored vehicles and Caesar guns. The French military operational structure also includes surveillance and reconnaissance capabilities, with advanced surveillance drones and systems supporting realistic combat simulation training sessions. This comprehensive approach ensures that Ukrainian forces can practice modern combat skills, including trench warfare, drone operations, and complex battlefield scenarios. These training sessions are an important part of the advanced training provided by France, aimed at enhancing Ukraine's combat capabilities. Enhanced training programs. Under the leadership of Task Force Champagne, French military instructors have launched an intensive training program preparing nearly 10,000 Ukrainian soldiers in both Poland and France. The program represents a major step forward in military cooperation between the two countries. Intensive training modules have been developed by the French military, focusing on essential combat skills. These modules include urban warfare tactics and strategies, trench clearance operations, engineering and navigation, specialized sniper techniques, as well as drone surveillance and counter-drone operations. French military experts are also providing intensive training to Ukrainian forces on military equipment provided by France. Currently, 2,300 Ukrainian soldiers are participating in the training program as part of a larger initiative to form 3 infantry battalions, along with engineering and artillery teams. The technology transfer program includes training in the operation and maintenance of Caesar artillery, training on the Milan anti-tank missile system, the operation of short-range air defense systems, and familiarization with advanced fighter aircraft. The joint training exercises simulated real combat conditions, with 1,500 French servicemen participating in the preparation of Ukrainian forces. These training sessions were conducted at undisclosed training areas in eastern France, where specialized training areas were adapted to Ukrainian battlefield conditions. The French army adapted its training methods based on the requirements of the front line, expanding its trench system and extending the training period for drone operations. The combat simulations included stress-inducing elements such as surveillance drones, live ammunition, and simulated air attacks in order to create realistic battlefield conditions. A notable development in the training program is the preparation of Ukrainian pilots, which is expected to begin next summer, with a comprehensive 5 to 6 month combat training plan for Mirage aircraft. The French military said the Ukrainian soldiers were progressing faster than expected, demonstrating high motivation and the ability to adapt quickly to new combat techniques. The training program operates under 3 core principles: providing full capabilities, maintaining the readiness of French forces, and controlling the escalation of conflict. This systematic approach ensures that Ukrainian forces not only receive technical knowledge but also practical experience in integrated combat operations. Military equipment and resource support. France's large military aid package to Ukraine is one of the most important contributions from European countries to Kyiv's defense capabilities. The total value of military equipment provided by France to Ukraine has reached €2.615 billion, along with a €1.2 billion contribution to the European Peace Facility. French military assistance includes a wide range of advanced equipment. In terms of artillery systems, France provided 30 Kyiv self-propelled guns, 6 Tref-1 guns, and 4 rocket launchers. In terms of armored vehicles, France sent 38 Angst-10 RC reconnaissance vehicles and 250 VAB armored personnel carriers. French air defense systems also contributed with 2 Crotel NG systems, 6 Mistral units, and 1 SAMP-T system. In addition, France has provided more than 1.1 million rifle rounds and 30,000 artillery shells, as well as a range of critical combat support equipment, including 160 reconnaissance drones, 445 night vision goggles, and a large number of personal protective equipment. France has also established a robust maintenance infrastructure to support its equipment in Ukraine. 3 French defense companies are establishing partnerships with Ukrainian companies to produce spare parts on Ukrainian soil. The initiative focuses on drone production, ground equipment maintenance, and the construction of future ammunition production facilities. The first production units are expected to be operational in the summer of 2024, with tank manufacturer Nunch participating. This on-site production approach aims to address immediate maintenance needs and ensure long-term sustainable support. France has also pledged significant future support to strengthen Ukraine's military capabilities. The French defense industry is ramping up production to meet growing demand, particularly in the production of artillery, ammunition, and missile systems. Production of Caesar artillery will increase from 2 to 12 units per month, while France plans to produce 600 ASM-guided bombs in 2024, increasing to 1,200 in 2025. Production of the Scalp missile system will resume with 40 units expected in 2024. France has committed to delivering 78 Caesar self-propelled guns to Ukraine by the end of 2024, with plans to increase production of 155mm artillery shells to Ukraine to 80,000 in 2024. To ensure continued support, France has implemented a comprehensive supply chain strategy, including technology transfer agreements and joint production initiatives. The French defense industry is ready to use requisitioning rights if necessary to accelerate the production of critical items, especially anti-aircraft missiles and artillery shells. Impact on regional power dynamics. The deployment of French troops to Ukraine has triggered a significant shift in the military balance in Eastern Europe. This strategic move marks a departure from previous Western support models, where a NATO member state with nuclear capabilities was directly involved in providing military support to Ukraine. The shift in the military balance has been demonstrated by the launch of the Kyiv battalion, trained by the French army, comprising more than 2,000 soldiers, enhancing Ukraine's combat capabilities. This reinforcement is further reinforced by France's commitment to provide advanced military equipment, including 18 Angst-10 tanks, 18 Caesar self-propelled guns, 128 armored personnel carriers, and modern anti-tank and anti-aircraft missile systems. The French military presence has helped improve combat effectiveness, with Colonel Paul noting a marked improvement in the combat capabilities and mobility of Ukrainian forces. The French military presence has forced Moscow to adjust its military calculus. France's direct involvement in supporting Ukraine has challenged Russia's assessment that European states would not be directly involved in Ukraine's defense. This has led to Russia reinforcing its positions in the Kursk border region, where intelligence indicates a concentration of forces in preparation for a potential counteroffensive. The presence of French military advisors and trainers has forced Russian forces to adjust their tactics, especially in response to Ukraine's improved combat capabilities. Russian strategists now have to consider the possibility of facing units trained by France and equipped with advanced Western weapons systems. The French military's involvement has also created broader changes in the European security architecture. The deployment has reinforced NATO's eastern flank and demonstrated an unprecedented commitment by European militaries to Ukraine's defense. This shift is particularly significant for Eastern and Central European countries, which see French involvement as an important hedge against Russian expansion. The security implications are not limited to the military. The bilateral security agreement between France and Ukraine, signed in February 2024, includes provisions for rapid security assistance and the provision of modern military equipment across all domains. The agreement establishes a new framework for European security cooperation, including intelligence sharing and enhanced cyber defense capabilities. The French military deployment has also had an impact on regional defense industrial cooperation, with France establishing weapons factories in Ukraine for both production and maintenance. This development marks a significant shift in European defense industrial policy and strengthens Ukraine's long-term military sustainment. This strategic rebalancing has promoted closer coordination between European countries, with France taking a leading role in developing combined response strategies. This has led to improved information sharing mechanisms and joint defense initiatives between NATO and EU partners, creating a stronger European defense posture. Coordination with NATO and EU partners. The strategic partnership between NATO and the European Union has entered a new phase, marked by France's enhanced military role in Ukraine. This collaboration represents a significant step forward in Euro-Atlantic security cooperation, encompassing both military and diplomatic dimensions. As the geopolitical landscape evolves, France's involvement has become a critical pillar in strengthening the partnership between these two entities. The EU-NATO partnership has expanded through joint defense initiatives focused on critical areas such as countering hybrid threats, enhancing cyber defense, improving operational cooperation in maritime domains, and boosting defense capabilities. France's leadership role in NATO's Allied Command transformation highlights its commitment to developing robust military structures and capabilities, reinforcing its dedication to regional security. Since 2016, the French military has been instrumental in reassurance measures for the Baltic states and Poland, establishing strong partnerships with these nations and ensuring the readiness of defense forces on NATO's eastern flank. In addition to military operations, information sharing mechanisms have been integral to the alliance's success. France has been a key player in facilitating real-time intelligence exchange on hostile activities, coordinating cybersecurity efforts, and sharing maritime surveillance data. Through over 40 measures aimed at improving NATO-EU cooperation, particularly in countering hybrid threats and cyber defense, France has been at the forefront of enhancing the security infrastructure of both organizations. The combined response strategies have evolved to address modern security challenges, with France leading various capability coalitions. Notably, France has taken a leading role in coordinating artillery and air defense capabilities, organizing joint training exercises, and ensuring the efficient deployment of military resources among partner nations. Furthermore, the French Navy's participation in NATO's Operation Sea Guardian and its support for EU operations in the Mediterranean have exemplified the strength of the maritime security cooperation. This is complemented by a strong commitment to support Ukraine's NATO accession process and its territorial integrity. A key advancement in the partnership is the establishment of a 24-hour consultation mechanism, which enables rapid coordination in response to potential Russian aggression. This system ensures that partners can swiftly align their military strategies, enabling quick and coordinated action when necessary. Beyond defense cooperation, the collaboration extends into the defense industry, where France plays a pivotal role in structured dialogues focusing on resilience enhancement, the development of space capabilities, and the advancement of emerging technologies. Together, NATO and the EU have developed 74 concrete proposals for action in areas such as counter-terrorism, cybersecurity, and defense capabilities, strengthening the foundation for a unified approach to evolving security challenges. France, with its combat-tested defense capabilities, continues to stand at the forefront of these efforts, ensuring that both NATO and the EU are well-equipped to address future threats. Economic and defense industry cooperation. A landmark security cooperation agreement between France and Ukraine has led to unprecedented levels of economic and defense industry collaboration. In a significant move, the French government has committed €3 billion in defense funding for 2024, marking a major expansion in the bilateral defense relationship between the two nations. The framework for this strengthened partnership has been built through several key initiatives. Notably, 3 French defense companies are setting up direct production facilities in Ukraine, focusing on critical areas such as drone manufacturing, electronic warfare systems, land equipment maintenance and repair, and ammunition production. The establishment of a Ukrainian subsidiary by NENS, the French-German tank manufacturer, signals a long-term commitment to local production, with the company planning to produce 155mm caliber ammunition, set up service and repair centers, and implement 3D printing technology for spare parts. In addition, France and Ukraine have formalized technology transfer agreements, emphasizing unrestricted cooperation between their defense industries. These initiatives are structured around a comprehensive framework designed to foster close collaboration. A steering board, co-chaired by representatives from both nations, has been set up to oversee the implementation of these technology transfers, ensuring seamless integration of French defense technologies into Ukraine's growing defense sector. The partnership also extends to research and development, with enhanced dialogues between France's Direction Générale de l'Armement and Ukraine's Defense Procurement Agency, aimed at addressing supply chain bottlenecks and safeguarding transferred technologies. Looking to the future, French investment in Ukraine's defense sector is substantial. The French Development Agency has pledged €400 million in loans and €50 million in grants through 2027, while a war risk insurance mechanism introduced by France's Bifrance Assurance Export is enabling French companies to participate confidently in Ukraine's defense industry. This initiative has already attracted more than €700 million in projects, highlighting the growing momentum of the partnership. In addition to defense, the investment strategy includes critical funding for various sectors. These include a €200 million grant for critical infrastructure, €111 million from Denmark for advanced munitions production, and €29 million from France to enhance security capabilities. Lithuania has also pledged €10 million towards defense industry development. A particularly notable contribution comes from French telecom investment holding company J, which has led the largest foreign investment in Ukraine in a decade, modernizing the country's telecommunications infrastructure. France's long-term vision for Ukraine includes the integration of Ukraine's defense industry into NATO and EU frameworks, ensuring the standardization and interoperability of defense equipment. French companies are also actively involved in joint ventures to maintain and repair weapon systems, ensuring a permanent industrial presence in Ukraine. This comprehensive strategy underscores France's commitment to supporting Ukraine's defense sector and its broader goal of fostering regional stability and integration into European defense structures. Public opinion and media response. The growing military support has garnered significant attention both domestically and internationally. In France, the public discourse surrounding this evolving role underscores the complexities of the country's increasing military involvement in Ukraine. This debate has sparked political challenges at home, with varying opinions on the extent of France's commitment to Ukraine's defense. Meanwhile, global media coverage has focused on the broader implications of France's military actions, contributing to discussions on European security, NATO-Russia relations, and France's strategic role in shaping the future of regional stability. Domestically, the French public has shown a range of reactions to the increased military engagement. Polls indicate that a significant portion of the electorate opposes sending French troops to Ukraine, leading to substantial political challenges for President Macron. His efforts have faced strong criticism from opposition parties, particularly those from the far right and far left, who are concerned about the potential escalation of the conflict. On the other hand, defense experts and military officials have underscored the strategic importance of supporting Ukraine, emphasizing the success of the training programs and the potential benefits for France's defense industry. In Ukraine, however, the response to French military support has been overwhelmingly positive. The training programs held at French military facilities have yielded rapid progress, with Ukrainian officials noting that their forces are advancing quicker than anticipated. The symbolic naming of the Ukrainian brigade as the Kyiv Brigade has further solidified the historical and contemporary ties between the two nations. President Zelensky has expressed strong support for France's initiatives, particularly the expanded training programs, equipment modernization efforts, and the broader long-term defense cooperation. Internationally, the media has closely followed France's military contributions to Ukraine, focusing on several critical aspects. The French Foreign Ministry has had to respond to rumors of French troop deployments to Ukraine, issuing firm denials of such reports and labeling them as disinformation. The international coverage has highlighted France's substantial military aid package, including the training of 15,000 Ukrainian soldiers since February 2022, with particular focus on the Champagne Task Force, which has seen 1,500 French military personnel engaged in training Ukrainian forces. The media narrative has evolved around key themes such as the strategic importance of French military support, its implications for NATO-Russia relations, and the broader impact on European defense cooperation. British media, in particular, has reported on the growing Franco-British cooperation, especially following the UK Prime Minister's visit to France for the November 11th commemorations. These reports have highlighted the potential for a stronger alliance between the two countries focused on European security and support for Ukraine. French Foreign Minister Jean-Noël Barrot's statements to international media, emphasizing that France is not currently planning to send combat troops but does not discard any option, have sparked considerable debate about the potential for further escalation of Western involvement in Ukraine. The media has also spotlighted France's practical contributions, such as the provision of 128 armored troop carriers, 18 Caesar artillery pieces, and 18 ANX light tanks, all of which are pivotal to Ukraine's ongoing defense efforts. Moscow's response has been a focal point of international coverage as well, with Russian intelligence services alleging the preparation of a 2,000-strong French military contingent. These claims were quickly dismissed by the French Defense Ministry as false information, underscoring the delicate nature of international military support for Ukraine and the ongoing information warfare that is part of the broader conflict. In conclusion, the media's focus on France's support for Ukraine highlights the crucial role this assistance plays not only in strengthening Ukraine's defense capabilities, but also in reshaping the geopolitical landscape of Eastern Europe. This shift underscores the ongoing evolution of NATO and EU security cooperation, marking a significant chapter in the region's stability and integration. As this support continues to unfold, how do you see the future of European defense cooperation impacting global security dynamics?